Let's go.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Xennials podcast. Tonight you got me and you got Chris. I'm Tora, and we've got a nice, interesting show tonight. Well,
Very
how was
interesting.
your how was your week? Anything
Um,
exciting? Anything to talk
nope,
about?
can't say anything happened exciting this week. It's been a lot of work,
Yeah.
a lot of Mandos on the side project.
Ugh.
A lot of work with the podcast stuff, but it's been a it's been an interesting week. I'm glad the previous week is over. Looking forward to this week. We'll see what we can do. See how we make it better than the last one.
Okay. Well, today is what is today? Today is Tuesday. And I think it was like what is either Friday, Saturday, Sunday, one of them. The DC fandom happened, and legit, I can understand. I can understand some of the fandom. I'm actually quite excited for what DC has prepared and what is coming out. Those of you who listen to the show know that I am a Marvel girl for life. Not big on DC, but I am quite intrigued.
I'm a DC guy.
But
For those that don't know,
between
I'm a DC guy.
yes,
But I think everybody knows that by now. But yeah,
yeah, I think everybody knows
I'm
us.
DC.
And between Black Adam, Batman, and what is it, Flash?
Man,
I'm intrigued. Go
looking
on, DC, tell
for
me more.
tell me more. That's the mode I'm in. Tell me more, please, please, please. Tell me more because I want to see exactly what you got in store for us out here,
Mm-hmm.
DC. Because
Now,
the Black Adam was just
it was so small. It was such a minuscule tidbit, but I'm completely intrigued.
yes. I want to
I
see
want to
more.
know.
I want
I
to
want to
see
know.
more.
I want to know.
Same with Batman. Same with Flash. Like all three were just like
Just a
morsels.
little bit.
It was like hors d'oeuvres at a party. You just like I want the whole meal. Like they giving me finger sandwiches. Just give me the meal.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean
Now I will say
that's
this.
me, but for everybody else that's not me, likes the hors d'oeuvres. Hey, by all means. But yeah, I saw those and I was just like, gotta go see them. Got to like that got to I got to.
Now I will say this. I am not at all thrilled about Robert Pattinson. Sorry, you guys. Just because he was a vampire doesn't mean he's gonna make a good Batman. I'm just saying. However, Zoe Kravitz thrilled me.
Zoe got me sold on any movie Zoe's in. I'm sorry. I'm a Zoe fan. Any movie that Zoe's in, I've seen
I'm
almost every movie that she's in just
I'm
because I
interested to see
like
her as
her.
Selena Kyle.
Yeah,
I'm interested to see her here.
I don't know. Zoe reminds me. Zoe to me is what I feel like her mom would have been had she continued to be
I
to
think
act. And I think
I
she's
think
just an extension of
yeah.
that. Like her mom.
I think Zoe is both of her parents 2.0. I
Yeah,
think I
yeah,
think
I can see
she's
that.
very much
I can see that.
both of her parents. Yeah, they did a good job. Good job, you guys.
Good job.
You guys did a good job.
Great job. Great job. But yeah, no. When it comes to Zoe, I Zoe sells me as an actress. I mean, it doesn't hurt that she's a very, very beautiful woman. She just when she gets a role, it's a role, and I've not seen her perform badly in a role that I've ever seen her in. Period. And like I said, I've seen, if not all, most of the movies that she's in. And
Well, I honestly have. I don't recall seeing a movie that Zoe's been in. Not saying she hasn't done a lot of movies, just saying I haven't watched a lot of movies. But I would love for this to be the first one. I am I'm definitely intrigued. Kinda iffy about Barry and Flash. It's just I don't know. I gotta look at it more. But then again, I talk a lot of junk
considering
about Flash, the TV show. So there's that. So
considering the story that they're going to tell, that is what for me is a selling point. You know, I grew
Michael Keaton is the selling point for me.
and Michael Keaton
Period.
and Michael
That's
Keaton
it.
like
Period.
that.
Michael Keaton's in it. All right, I'll go check it out.
That is a selling point for me. Um, growing up a comic book junkie, I remember when Flashpoint was an event. You know, Flashpoint was the events. And you know, to go back and look at it now as an adult that's on the screen, it really, really, really is intriguing me. I want to see how they do the story, and I want to see Michael Keaton again don the cowl and just
Yeah. Michael Keaton is coming out in this Flash movie. He could possibly, maybe, I don't know, be in the new Spider-Man movie. DC and Marvel, get the money. I love Michael Keaton. I'm not mad at this.
I
Now,
mean,
speaking of Marvel,
considering that man was in the freaking Justice League as as Clark
it's
Kent's
somebody's
dad,
dad. Yeah.
as Clark
You know
Kent's
what? God dang
father in
it.
that movie.
Thank you, Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton is everywhere. Michael Keaton just, it seems like, you know, he went past his Batman phase. He did all the movies after Batman. Of course, he wanted to get away from that role. I got it. And then he just pops right back into that universe. And it's just like, wow, Michael, you're everywhere, dog. Everywhere.
And we're not mad at it.
Not at all. Not at
We're here
all.
for it.
Because I
Speaking
want
of
to, I want to see that man in the that Batman as Batman again. Okay, that's it. That's all.
speaking of here for it, I again not a big DC fan, but I am opening myself, broadening my horizons. So here I am.
Oh,
Here I am.
is that the Snyder Cut one, or is that the
Dawn of Justice.
is that the
I think
okay? That's
this is
Dawn of
just
Justice. Yeah,
regular.
yeah, that's Dawn of
Yeah.
Justice. Okay,
And then here I am.
yes, sir. With is that? Yes, sir.
I literally have 2 days off.
Yes,
Guess
sir.
what I'm doing?
Yes, sir.
Nothing but Snyder Cut.
Have
So
to.
I'm preparing myself. However,
Yes.
I am disappointed with Marvel because it's like as soon as DC dropped their movies, Marvel pushed everything back. What the fuck, Marvel? What
So
the
wait,
fuck?
wait.
What the
wait.
fuck,
I thought
Marvel?
Marvel had a whole slate of movies coming in 2022, right?
Push them back.
To 2023.
No, push them back okay. So Doctor Strange was supposed to be out in March. I think it's coming out in July. Thor was supposed to be out in July. I think it's coming out in
Because you know Flash is supposed to come out in July.
I think it's coming out in August or October. Black Panther was supposed to come out in, I want to say August, or maybe it's coming out in October, but it's now coming out in November. And then the Marvels that they had, that movie that was supposed to come out in 2022 is now pushed back to 23. So it's like,
so it sounds like post production made them push it back at least 3 or 4 months.
I'm not
listen.
I'm not thrilled.
Whatever they got coming out, it's gonna be wild, because I think you just said that Doctor Strange is coming out in July, the same month that Flash is coming out. Flash is coming
right,
out
and I'm
July.
just like, listen, man, the fuck.
Don't split your audience like that. Don't do
this to us. Don't do this to us. Why would you do this? This is bad for business. Come out in March. Let me go back in July and enjoy this, and then let me go. I can have
next month.
I can have a comic book summer. What are you guys doing?
Exactly. Don't split your audience like that. But I mean, hey, I give it to Marvel. Marvel has been committed to their universe, and they've stayed committed to their universe. And God bless them, because DC, Warner. Let me say that Warner can't seem to get
yeah.
Warner's that can't get right, brother. You just like, why?
Like he get out of jail and he do good for 2 months, and then in the third month he back in jail again for another 6. That brother, I know him.
Yeah,
I know him.
I'm sorry,
but
I'm sorry.
There is now. I heard. I have not verified this, but I will by the next show. But I did hear that they are sprinkling in a lot of new shows in between the dates that they push back. So we'll always have a little something to nibble on. But, for people like me who was basically planning their whole life around March, I got to wait till July.
Right.
But
Like
yeah.
that's not cool, man. I mean, cool.
Yeah, so I guess I really need to go get me a social life. But anyway, that was our comic book corner.
We
I
don't
guess we
like
can talk
people.
to.
We don't
I
like people.
know.
We don't like
I
people like
really
that.
don't. It's just
I don't
it's
like people like that, bro.
that's probably why.
We don't like people
Listen,
like that.
one of the things I've noticed is that it has been incredibly hard for me as an adult to make new friends. And some of that has to do with loyalty, which is what our show is about today.
Yes, sir. We're talking loyalty,
Um,
my friends. Loyalty.
yeah. Loyalty in every aspect, every sense of the word. So when it comes to love and relationships, what does loyalty mean?
Loyalty.
Love and
Loyalty.
relationships, I guess the first thing I'll automatically think about is cheating. Like when it comes to love and relationships, like, hey, if you loyal to me, then there's a good chance you're not cheating on me. You're not going to cheat on me. So, because you're loyal.
True that.
I
Very true.
mean, that's just my thoughts.
Very true. You are right. You're right. I think that especially, yes, I would believe at the very top of the list in a relationship. Like I'm loyal to you, you're loyal to me. My problem is I'm a loyal person regardless. Once I establish that relationship, regardless of what type of relationship it is, I'm very loyal to people.
Okay, full disclosure, I am loyal to a fault. I take loyalty extremely seriously. However, I have been known that in desperate times come desperate measures. And I have been known to take on another boyfriend at the same time. I have one boyfriend. However, I have not, although I would obtain another boyfriend, I would not sleep with that boyfriend. I don't know if that, to me, it's like, okay, I'm having sex with one person. I got two boyfriends, but it's definitely going to be one person. But again, desperate times, those are drastic measures. Like, hey, I'm tired of being cheated on, so let me just go ahead and try it out, type of thing. But those were in my younger days. In my 20s, I have moved past that. I am far past
that's an
those
episode.
20s
It's
now.
coming up soon. Yeah. Oh yeah,
What kind of
that's
episode is it?
definitely no. That's an episode coming soon. It's called "Shit We Did in Our 20s."
Woo!
Please stay tuned for that episode because it's gonna be a
Yeah,
lot.
we're not going to tell you too much about that because
It's gonna be a lot.
we like freedom, and I'm not sure if the statute of limitations are up just yet. Therefore, we're just going to give you a teeny tiny tidbit of that.
Just a
So
small
a little
sample of that.
smidget, a little smidget.
Small sample of that. But
So how about this? Do
I
you go ahead?
my loyalties do have their limits at some point. I'm not gonna lie to you. It does have its limits at some point. There have been some people that I have been loyal to a fault, and I just came to the realization that I needed to let it go, and I did.
And sometimes it be that way. Yep,
And
sometimes it be that
and
way.
it's like it's all love, but I gotta let it go because it's not good for me. This is when I start, when you really start paying attention to, how people affect your mental health and how people affect your vibes and how people affect your money and how people affect your job. Sometimes you just kind of no siree. You're doing too much and you're affecting too much in my life and relationships and my money, and I gotta let it go. And it's all love at the end of the day. I'm gonna still say what's up to you when I see you or whatever, but it's not gonna be what it was, what it was. That's just it.
And when it's not the way it used to be, whew, I think that's when people really start realizing, damn, I kind of fucked up with this person. When it's not the way it used to be, where I could be that person that you would call on, and I'm there at 3:30 in the morning, whatever time, what you need me to do, to now It's like as soon as you call me 3 times and you going straight to voicemail, that type of situation. So yeah, once that loyalty is gone, it's gone.
Out of
It's
there.
gone.
Out of there. Like you, matter of fact, you can call me 3 times and not get an answer. You can call me a couple more times and not get an answer. I'll answer you when I answer you, but might not be at that point
If
in time.
it's gonna be an if for me, I'll
Highly
answer
gonna
you
be
if I answer you.
if.
Maybe, maybe not. With that being said, when it comes to love and relationships, do you feel that you need loyalty to have a great relationship?
Yes, because if you're not loyal to that person while you're in that relationship, then
Mm-hmm.
what you doing?
I agree with that. And to take it just a little bit further, for your mental health and well-being. And what I mean by that is that nobody wants to sit around scared and worried and worrying, oh my God, is he cheating? Is he out here? Is he doing this? Is he doing? If I
Right.
know you loyal, then you loyal, and I don't have to
Right.
worry about that. That is
Right.
something for very priceless for my mental health. That's one less thing in the world I have to worry about, is if you loyal. Because
Right.
that loyalty in a relationship has drove many people crazy. Is they out there? What are they doing? Who are they with? Let me go put a tracker on their phone, put a tracker on their car. Let me follow them around. Yay, guess who ain't got time for that? Me. I don't have time for that. So for my mental health and well-being, yes, loyalty is a must to have a great relationship for me. So
Indeed. Very much
how
so.
so when it comes to love and relationships, do you have a loyalty limit? What I mean, are there things that you will break up behind, no questions asked? For me, yeah.
Oh, for
Yeah,
me, definitely.
for me, yeah. And let me clarify the question. Is there anything that you would be completely done with the relationship as far as it comes to loyalty? For example, I want to be able to feel comfortable enough to leave my man in the living room with my friend and know that he's not going to try to sneak a move on her while I'm in the bathroom. Now, at the same time, I do understand that this loyalty is going both ways with my friend and with my boyfriend. But since we're just talking about the man, the relationship right now, I need him to be cool with turning her down if she try it, and I need him to be cool, period, and not try it. I get if that makes sense.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. Yeah. hmm Very much so. My limitation, my absolute limit, my absolute relationship killer is infidelity. I'm good after that.
Yeah, you know what? I think when I was younger, I was more tolerable because I could push. Like, okay, this is not a secret. Even Chris has known. I stayed in a relationship with a guy who I found out cheated on me at the very least 6 times. Once I hit that number 6 girl, I actually stopped looking and worrying about it and was like, I let him do him and I'm gonna do me. But again, that was in my 20s, and I'm just not I'm just not there anymore. I think I've become so comfortable with being by myself that the minute I find a suspicious text message, I ain't even gonna say nothing. I'm ghosting your ass.
hmm
Deuces.
I'm like you. In my earlier age, I was letting that ride out. You know what I'm saying? I was good with that. But got older, nope, not at all. I'm good.
I mean, you
Appreciate
just
you.
go to a point where you just don't have the energy to tolerate. Like, listen, who wants to just I
Right.
like I
It's
again
not
mental
even
health.
right. I think I screwed up a lot of my mental health dealing with that. And it was just like, yeah, if I had it to do again, I mean, I know we all learn lessons from everything that we go through in
Hmm.
life. I believe in that wholeheartedly, that everything we go through is a lesson. But dude, yeah. That's a break for me. Like we infidelity involved in a relationship, you might as well go ahead and just not even. There's
Yeah,
nothing left to say.
just
Just stay where you at.
yep, that's it. Yeah, I hope you got what you wanted because that's where you gonna stay, baby. I don't even care no more. Go ahead, it's all right. Just do what you need to do. I
Right.
just don't want to
Get it
have
all
to
out your
worry
system.
about
Never
nobody.
is.
I
Right.
got 5 kids to worry about. I don't need nobody else. I'm good, I'm good on it.
Right.
But
It's all good.
that's my limit. Is I think loyalty limit is definitely me being able to trust you physically with my mental health and infidelity. That's it. I mean, yeah, that's it. To backtrack a little bit, loyalty and friendship. When it comes to loyalty with my friends, it's been a few years, but I do know that I know that I put more on my friendships than I do on my relationship. And I'm not quite sure why that is, but I expect my friends to be more loyal to me than this dude to be loyal to me, if that makes sense. But I do
It,
put more
yeah,
emphasis on loyalty on my friends.
it definitely
So
it makes sense.
it does. Okay.
It does
So
make to me. I know where you're coming from because it's like I expect more from you than I expect from this person. That person hasn't earned it yet. You have earned it. If I call you a friend, you've earned that.
right.
Did this person, this particular individual, they still got a ways to go. They haven't, they ain't got it yet. But if I call you friend, you've earned it, and I
Which brings me to
expect
the
you,
next
to yeah,
handle up on it. Yeah. Which
exactly.
brings me to the next point. Like I was saying earlier, if I have my man and my friend in a room, I step out to go to the bathroom or whatever, I'm expecting my friend to not only tell this dude no, but cuss him out and then tell me immediately, girl,
Mhm.
this one tried to hit on me when you was in the bathroom. Yes, ma'am, he sure did. If my friend goes out and she sees him and he with another female, I'm expecting video with narration. I'm expecting her to be like, no, I'm not expecting it to. Ooh, now here's the thing, and I know it's kind of touchy when it comes to some females because some females I had a friend said or a person I had a conversation, and they were like, yeah, well, I saw my friend's dude out with another female, and I told my friend. And then my friend calls me with the dude there. He called me a liar and she called me a liar, and I lost a friend. To me, that wasn't a good friendship anyway. You didn't lose nothing. Let her go because that was not even a good friendship. Yeah, it was. I didn't think.
That was not a good friendship. That
Yeah.
wasn't a friendship. That was some,
Mm-mm.
I don't know what that was, but that was not a friendship.
I felt like I was like, dang, that sucks. However, I'm completely different. If you out and you see him, let me know. Don't hide nothing. I feel like that's so much worse. As a friend, how do you show your loyalty?
As a friend, how do I show my loyalty? So for me, I am always there for my friends, all of them.
Yeah.
I treat them all the same, especially the ones that, again, like I said, if I call you friend, I'm there. You know what I'm saying? If I call you family, that's real. So it's yeah, it's a lot. So I go out of my way to make sure that my friends know that I have their back, and I expect the same. Above and beyond. Any of my friends can call me and say, "Hey, I need X, Y, and Z," and I'm pick up the phone and be like, "All right, cool." You know what I'm saying? Like, we on it. So I mean, yeah, yeah. That for me is what makes is how I show my loyalty to my friends, and it's always how it's been that way for a very long time. I mean, the first thing I really did learn about having a good friendship was making sure that I always was loyal to my friends and have my friends back. Always, and a good friend would have yours. So I was like, okay, cool. That's what I want, and that's what my expectation is.
I agree. I agree. That's showing a good friendship. I show my loyalty by everything I just said that I want in a friendship. I reciprocate that. If you Now, here's the thing. I do understand that there's a chance that that friend may be like, "Hey, you're a liar," or it may cause confrontations. But I'm also that person that's willing to risk that in order for you to know the truth. Because in my mind, even if a friend tells me, you know what, I'm gonna stick it out with him, I'm gonna ride out with him, you're always gonna find out the truth. You're always gonna know. I've even had this happen to me years and years, like 20, 21 years ago. I had a friend who had a dude. I pulled it to the side, like, yo, this dude is bad news. This dude is like, he's trouble. While talk. I told her,
Right, trying to let her know.
and
Yeah.
uh-huh, dude shows up. Dude don't like me, but guess what? You not fit to do nothing. Wouldn't bust a grape in a fruit fight. She was just like, I'm gonna stay here. I'm gonna work it out with him. Whatever. Okay, cool. Now, for me, I decided that I'm not gonna speak with her for a couple of weeks to let myself cool down and to let her cool down, because it was a confrontation. Like, I literally got into a confrontation, like I'm in this dude's face type of confrontation. So just let it cool down for a little while. Now, a couple of kids later, some years and a couple of kids later, she was like, yeah, you was right. You was dead right. You was dead right.
Yeah, and I've been in that position too. Like, I've been in that position where, matter of fact, I think you were there with me a couple of times with a friend of mine that I had, and was just trying to share wisdom, share knowledge with them, and that person just couldn't get it.
Yep.
It
That
wasn't
person.
until years, and I mean years later, that I got a message that, should have listened. And I was just like, okay.
Is it years and a kid or two later, or what?
Yeah, years and 2 kids later.
Hmm.
Yeah.
At least you got the message back, because maybe I never got that return message, but I understand why. But
some 2 kids later, and I got a message back that was just like, bro, yeah, my bad, should have listened. And I'm like, I'm not gonna. There's never a time where I'm gonna not give some. No, I mean, for me,
and
I'm not gonna try to BS you. I'm gonna tell you how I feel about it. Especially if you ask my opinion, I'm gonna tell you how I feel about it. I'm gonna tell you, give you my opinion, and I'm gonna try to give you the best opinion that I can. I'm not gonna BS you. I'm not gonna. No, I'm just gonna tell it like I see it, and go from there. I've seen a lot. I've done a lot, and I've made a lot of mistakes. And I try to especially with my friends, as they ask me for advice for different things, I try to make sure I express to them like I've seen it and I've done it. And a lot of things that you're talking about, I've already done, I've already seen, I've already been a part of, and I've made mistakes in these situations. And I'm trying to give you the best advice. Like, don't do what I did. Like, let me be the example for you not to do what I did, even if good or bad. Even if it's a good thing, I'm gonna tell you, hey, keep going. Keep going. Don't stop, because it gets better after this. So yeah, that's me. That's what I try to give. That's what I try to make sure that part of me and my loyalty is to make sure that I give the best that I can to my friends, and I expect the same.
absolutely. Absolutely. Same with me. I have noticed that I kind of am the one that they come to for advice. And of course, I try to give the best advice. And even if I'm speaking out of term and I don't necessarily know a situation, for example, I have married friends. So even if my married friends come to me, I'm always like, okay, full disclosure, I'm not married. So I can only talk what I think you should do or what I think would happen in a regular marriage, but I'm not married. So you got to understand that you got to take that marriage advice from me, take it with a grain of salt, because that's a road I ain't traveled on before. But this is what I think you should do.
Oh, no
So
doubt, no doubt. And
I always make sure to make, if I've never been down that road, I would give you as the best advice that would come from my heart and my head. But I will always let you know I've never been down that road, because so it could be totally different than how I'm talking to you about. I ain't married. So even though you asked me for some marriage advice, I ain't married.
trust
You
and
might be
believe,
better
man.
off talking to a marriage counselor, because I ain't never been down that road. So I don't know.
Like, that ain't those
I can't
conversations,
understand why you.
man. Look, those conversations, especially the ones about marriage and different situations like that, you want to. I tell people, avoid those, because you never know exactly what you're
Right,
saying can make that difference, good or bad. And it's just like,
right.
avoid that,
But
because
see,
sometimes that ain't
I'll
all
still give you
copacetic.
my 2 cents. I'll still
Oh
give you
yeah,
my little
I
two
mean,
cents. But I always tell you, y'all, I ain't never been married. So hey,
right,
if it go to the left and it go wrong, that's not on me, because I ain't never did that before.
right.
I'm
Like,
just saying.
let them know, like, okay, this is not a part of my repertoire over here. So
That's all at all.
just giving you some friendly advice as much as I can.
How do you expect loyalty to be shown to you when it comes to friendships? And I can go off. I can go first on this one. I'll take you back to sixth, seventh, eighth grade. How I expect loyalty. If she talking about me, have my back, whether if I'm in the room or not. If I'm there or not. You, my girl, you defend me. If she talking about me, have my back. If she got something to say and you know it's a lie, have my back. Now, if you know it's the truth, go on and be quiet, girl. I understand. But if you know it's a flat out lie, have my back and let her know, listen, what you're not going to do is talk about my girl, because if she was here, would you be seeing that? No. So what you're not going to do is that. That's all. I think that's where my loyalty, that's
Yeah.
how I expect loyalty to be shared. And if you know something, say something. Ain't that what they say? If you see
Yeah.
something, say something or something
See
like,
some say something. I mean, that
please.
was
When it comes to me, say something. When it comes
uh,
to me, say
exactly.
something.
I'm not
Say
a
something.
I'm not above, and I'm not above you. You know, let me know if I was right or wrong. Yeah, please let me know if I'm right or wrong. I don't expect for you to
That too.
not give me the truth. You know, I expect that from my friends a lot. Like that is one of my expectations. I don't want you to BS me. I don't want you to quote unquote tell me what you think I want to hear. Give it to me. Give me the truth. Give me, give it to me straight, even if it may look like I don't like it. Just give it to me, because at the end of the day, we all learn something from someone. We all learn different things from different people. So if you're, giving me your truth and how you see it, and again, even if I messed up or I did something wrong, or if I did something good, and you want to give me, positive critiquing of what happened, tell me. Don't ever, there's no need for me, there's no need in a friendship for you not to be comfortable enough to come to me and be like, yo, bro, hey, you might wanna think about that, Tora. Hey, you might want to think about that real hard, real bad. Hey, you know, I,
Agreed. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
mean, it's the best. It iron sharpens iron.
There you go.
Iron sharpens iron. So that's how I feel about that.
All right. I agree with that one. So here's a question. And let me see if I can spit it out right. Can you fuck with people who fuck with people you don't fuck with?
Nope. And here is the number one reason why I won't do that. If my people not messing with you, I can't mess with you. There's got to be a reason why my people not messing with you. There got to be a reason why my people. If my people not messing with you, and you approach me and hey, how you doing? Trying to strike up conversations, friendships, or whatever. I'm a very nice person. I will indulge you for about 5 to 10 minutes or whatever. Hey, how you doing? Hey, nice weather we having, X, Y, Z. But again, if my people not messing with you, that's as far as it goes. It goes cordial, and I'm out. I'm trying to find a way to get out of this conversation. Like I gotta go. See you.
Now, see, I'm going to say this. I used to be on that level too. But I think it's a case by case basis with me. And I say this one reason is that I know that me and you have had mutual friends that I stopped being friends with. And
Yes. And that
now
was
the things about that is that the reason I was comfortable and didn't really worry too much about you having a friend that I wasn't friends with, or no longer friends with, is because in the situation I already knew what you was gonna say. My name wasn't gonna come up ever. I know that I was not a topic of conversation. I know that even if I was a topic of conversation, you would politely exit that conversation and or check them on the conversation. So
correct.
it never bothered me.
Correct.
Like I said, it's on a case by case basis, with depending on the person. When it came to you, it never bothered me. It never bothered me. When it came to someone else, depending on who it is, I might be like, yo, I can't be friends with you no more because I can't. But when it comes to you, no, it never
I
really it wasn't a question for me.
see, and that was how it was a long time ago. Like it was on a case by case basis. But then I started learning those case by case basis. there were a reason why my friends weren't friends with you. And then I found out what those issues were, and I'm like,
Mm.
hold
So there
on
was a
now.
little something going
I'm
on
gonna have to,
inside her.
man, I'm gonna have to back up this train, because if I don't back this train back into the station here, I'm gonna fall into a rabbit hole I don't want to be in.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And all the while, my people in the back are like, why are you doing this? Don't do it. Reconsider. Don't do it. Mm. And, yeah, it was a couple of times I, case by case basis, fell down rabbit holes and was stuck for years. And I was just like, no way, I'm out. I
See,
had to go change phone numbers to get out of that.
uh,
But yeah, yeah.
now there is certain people in particular I can see that with, that I've done that too. But
You did that to me a
when it
couple
comes
times too.
when it comes to,
Don't
or
do it, Chris.
okay, that
Don't
I
do
could
it.
be in, I could be in a friendship with someone who messes with or is friends with someone else that I'm not, but I would also not try to put that person in an awkward position. So I would not bring them up as conversation. And if they were brought up as conversation, I would always say to that friend what I did not care that other person to hear, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
So
it
if we're
does.
talking and this other person, this friend brings up the other person, and they say, "Well, yeah, girl, she's having a hard time right now. Her boyfriend tripping, whatever." Well, I told her the nigga was a shit anyway. I have no issue with you going back and telling her that. That's why I'm telling you this. That type of
I
situation.
said it. Yeah, right. I mean, though that
So
I already told this person this, so if you go back and try to be messy or whatever,
yeah,
I already
it
told
doesn't
the person
matter.
the same
Yeah,
shit
because they
already.
they already know
They
how
already
I feel
know,
about it.
like, and again, I got caught up in that too. Like, somebody was trying to be messy, and they was like, "Well, oh, Chris said X, Y, and Z to a friend of mine," and my friend was like, "Yeah, he already told me that to my face." And we had a conversation about it. So you're not telling me something that I don't already know he said. It's like, why are
Right.
you coming to tell
So
me?
yeah,
We
ain't
already
nothing
talked
new
about
under the
this.
sun.
Exactly.
They already know how I feel about the situation. So
Exactly.
there's
Like,
that.
and
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 if and
and
even if they felt like they didn't know, you can always ask. And if
right.
you ask, I'm not gonna deny it.
I'm not gonna
Yeah,
lie
I
to
said
you. Like
that.
I said
That's
that.
what I said.
I've always,
You're right.
but I've always been that one where if I said it to one, I'm gonna say it to all. I'm not gonna,
Exactly.
and I don't like repeating myself either. So it's like, if I said it to one person, I might as well just say it in a group setting, and we gonna leave it
Mm-hmm.
at that, because I don't want to say it
Mm-hmm.
again. I don't want to keep going again down the same damn rabbit holes that we was going down five. No, 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 no. Please don't. No. I'm that guy. I'm that friend that, you know what? I'm not gonna BS you. I'm not gonna coddle you. I'm not gonna baby you. Just gonna give it to you straight with no chaser, like it or not. That's it.
Agree. Yeah.
Because at the end of the day,
It's just, I think it's easier for me to be, that way. Ain't no back and forth. Ain't no
right?
he
There's
said.
no
Ain't
doubt
no,
in your mind how I feel about a situation.
yeah.
I'm telling you how I feel about the situation right now. And I have great friends that do the same for me. Like, I'm not gonna sugarcoat this for you, dude.
Yeah.
That situation sucked. You sucked in that situation. Now do better. Yeah. So I'm always thankful for all my friends that I have, my true friends that I have, the ones that stuck with me for years, for eons, for decades. Shout out to my best friend, who's been my best friend since we were 16, and well, since I was 16. Um, he's 2 years older than me, but been my best friend since I was 16. So we talking some almost 30 years now, maybe a little over 30. And I'm just like, man,
Mm-hmm.
we been through a lot, and we may not get a chance to talk all the time, but I know he has my back, and he knows I have it. I have his. Whenever that phone rings and I see his name on it, hey, what you need? We all good. You good? You straight? The family straight? All my friends are like that. If they call me, the first thing I need to know is everybody okay? Because no one calls me. Everybody texts me. No one calls me. But if you call me, is everything
Right. Right.
good?
That calls can be scary. Look, I
Yeah,
need you to
yeah.
text me before. Don't text me. You about to call me because I can't do it.
Ah, man, like you
We
good?
getting too old. It's scary now. It's scary.
Right, exactly. Like my friends that like I said, I will text you all day, and it's very rare that I actually call anyone. But if you call me, mm, okay, you okay? You straight? You sure? Okay. Just wanted to hear. Okay, hey, how you doing? Just wanted, all right, man. Because yeah, every time I pick up the phone now, it's just, hasn't been a good year. Let me put it that way. Every time I pick up my phone, so
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So betrayals. When it comes to loyalty and betrayals, how you ever felt that one? How you feel about that one?
mm.
That's like friendships, relationships, whatever, whatever, whatever.
So on a relationship level, yes, and we talked about that in the episode called "Make Up the Breakups" to make up the breakups. So check that one out. Man, that had a whole that had a whole effect on me for a long time. And I think I just got to the point where I'm actually healing from that, or partially healed from that. I don't hold on or harbor it as much as I used to. Friendship wise, oh yeah, couple of times, and it was just like lessons learned. I'm in my younger days, I probably was a little bit more vindictive than I am now. Now I'm just like, hey, I'm too old for this shit. Go ahead, do you? But yeah, I've had it on relationships, I had it on friendships, and it hurts, man, especially when you're extremely loyal to that person, and will go down fighting with that person, and that person turns their back on you, or they stab you in the back, or they steal from you, or they lie to you, and it wasn't even necessary for you to lie to me. All of the above, betrayals are just the absolute worst. Like those are the ones where you gone to me. I don't want to ever have anything to do with you. Period. Point blank.
I've been there myself, and a few stories, I guess. I've been where I've had a friend for years, on top of years, top of decades and years. I don't know where the rift began or how it began, but I started to notice that that friend wasn't as loyal to me as I was to them. And it wasn't really like talking about me or something like that. It was more to the effect that I noticed that I was the one checking on them a lot, or I was the one making an effort to see them, or I was the one who would, call on their birthday or Christmas or whatever holiday, but I never received any phone calls. And after I actually noticed it, and then I said, you know what? I did a year-long experiment just to see if I was tripping. And I said, you know what? Every holiday I'm going to give a phone call. Whenever I'm going to around, I'm going to see if they can meet up. I'm going to text them or whatever. And I noticed that in the middle of that year, I stopped doing it because I was like, okay, I feel like it's very one sided at this point, and I'm the one doing all the work and trying everything. So I stopped. Then there was another one when I was seeing a guy. My friend decided, hey, I have this friend. I think you need to hook up with him. Y'all make a cute couple, and I'm really wasn't trying to date, and ended up dating him. Fell for him really hard, and we dated, and we kind of chilled out on the dating. And it was one of those situations where it was like we basically still dating, we just don't have the titles. So I still feel like it was still dating. And in the midst of this dating, the guy got married, and she knew. She knew when he started dating this other person. She knew when he had got married. She knew and never spoke a word of it. Once I finally found out about everything, that's when she spoke a word. And her words was more to the effect of it happened to me, so you'll be all right. Kind of nonchalant and very cold about the situation. So I explained to her a little while later how that really upset me. And she was like, I apologize. I wasn't trying to upset you, but I don't know how else to tell you this or how else you could have taken it or whatever. And I tried to move past it myself. I wanted to keep her as a friend, tried to move past it. And even though I tried to move past it, I kind of started nitpicking and seeing things about that situation that was kind of about our friendship that was kind of jacked up. And I noticed that I was getting calls when she was in need. She needed a friend to talk to, or she needed some advice, or, she needed to run, even to, run somewhere and do something real quick. But anytime I called, she was unavailable. And I felt, okay, her loyalty is not with me. And I'm good on not having this friendship anymore. So I try to stick out my friendships. I try to stick it out. But once I realized the loyalty is completely gone, it's hard. It's like a relationship. When you are dating someone and they do something to make you lose that little piece of passion and fire, then you no longer want to do anything with that person. And I think that's how it happened with me as far as the loyalty.
All right. So I think we covered it all.
I think we did too. Basically, long story short, loyalty is important to us. Loyalty is important for a good relationship, friendship, being a good human being. Even for me, even at work, I have loyalty because there has been times when I've seen coworkers and other people would either try to throw their weight around or customers would try to throw their weight around, and you know, I'm loyal to this person because we work together and there's strength in numbers. So guess what? Not today, hun.
Not
So
today.
yeah.
Not today. Not right.
Yeah, but other than that, you
I
guys,
think we covered it all. I think we
yeah,
covered.
and if there's something that we missed, you can always contact us on all social media outlets. We have an email address.
Xennials Podcast 7270 at gmail.com.
Yep. So
reach out to us if you want to. Hey, reach out and give us some suggestions for shows that you may want to hear.
Reach out and give us suggestions on what you think, or just comments, questions, concerns, issues,
all of that.
Whatever.
You can reach us.
We're open.
You can reach us there. All social media sites. We're at the Xennials Podcast. All your favorite places to get your favorite podcast. We're there too. The Xennials Podcast. We're expanding every week. New places every week. So reach out to us. Let us know what you think. Yeah, I think we good. I think tonight's episode went very well. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming out. We will catch you on the next episode. Peace, love, and air grease.
Hey.